Welcome to Wigglesticks TV. In today's episode, I'm going to take the tank off the 98, swap it onto the track bike, and then I'm going to put the brand new 98 tank I have in this little box down here back onto the 98. So the tank I'm putting on here is the correct color. The tank that's on this bike now is has been repainted at some point and is black underneath it, where the one that I will be putting on it is the correct red, black and silver colors that you see on the bags, the tank cover. So I will just get cracking on starting to do that now. I'm going to be following instructions in my Haynes manual. Quite a handy little manual, pretty much steps out how to do it. I haven't actually done one of these before, so just want to make sure, mainly putting the 98 one back together at this point, because I still have to rebuild the fuel pump and everything on the carbureted version, but I would like to be able to put the 98 one back together relatively straightforward. So we'll just follow the process front and back and see how we go. I took the fuel pump out of the old tank, and I'm going to leave this gasket in here because I'm still waiting on the fuel pump rebuild kit for this new 96 fuel pump, so it's slightly different than the 98. So I'm just going to put this in here now, just temporarily with the old gasket, and I'll replace all that once my new fuel pump and everything comes and strainer, because I need to rebuild this one. So this is really just in here to seal up the tank. So the next thing I'm going to remove off here is the bracket, and then I'll remove these three hoses. I will probably replace this one because it's plastic and probably should be a fuel hose, and then this one is a little bit cracked up the top up here, so I think I have some of this 6mm fuel hose, so I'll replace these, transfer it onto the new tank, and then have everything installed on the underneath of the tank now. Just need to zip tie these two breather lines together. I'll probably put it back on the bike, and then I'll swap the fuel tanks over, the fuel caps over, just because I think that's probably a little bit easier way to go. So I shall just flip it. I'll give the 98 a bit of a clean while I've got that tank off on there, because there's a bit of dust and stuff floating around in this area, so I may as well give it a wipe while I've got it open, and then I shall flip this tank over and put it on. It looks much better. Pretty happy with how that's come out. Got to tighten the bolts and reconnect up all the fuel hoses and everything, fuel pump and all that kind of stuff, and then put all the plastics and everything back on. But yeah, it's quite good to see the actual original tank back on there rather than this one, which may have been original but it was painted black or something. So yeah, I'll just keep cracking along. I'll have to order the right bolts for this, but these will do for the time being. I'm just going to put the tank on the bike now. And just like that, she has a tank. Going to remove the fuel cap to transfer back to the other tank. Out she comes. Cap's back on the 98, and now this one's pretty much wrapped up. Just have to reroute the breather hoses wherever they are. And just have to reroute the tank breather hoses in behind the shock, and then I can close this up and put some fuel in it and turn it on and see if it works. Time to fill this thing up with fuel. Checking for fuel leaks. Seems all good so far. Put a bit more fuel in and hope it all stays the same. Just check the other side. There is something quite satisfying about seeing the 98 all complete now. There's not really anything left to do on it other than take it for a spin. So I shall put the seats and stuff back on and then chuck the tank cover back on, and then she's all ready. Tank looks much better than the black one. And we've still got the original warning sticker on the front. Interestingly, it's all written in German. Time to take the steering dampener off and lower the tank down onto the frame. It's one of the annoying things about this steering dampener is you need to take the whole thing off before every time you take the tank on and off. But small price to pay, I guess. It's only they're very tight at the moment anyway. There we have it. So tank is actually on the bike properly now. Wheel it outside and see what it looks like. I'm going to put a gas cap on now. I managed to pick up a racing gas cap locally. It's a bit of a gold anodizing color, which we may change at some point, but it's a good, yeah, just a quick release, push down and release. So I'll just chuck that in now, and then the fuel system will be all sealed up. So there we have it, the fuel cap is all installed now. On to the next part. There we go, she's all on. Managed to put a few stickers I had laying around on the front bits, just temporary probably.